How's it going, guys? Welcome back to the Weeb Mine. Once again, I am Nick, and we have to prepare. We really have to prepare. What do we do when the merge happens? You know, I have a bad feeling that come September 14th, 15th, and 16th, I am going to be pulling my hair out, going mad, surfing websites, changing rigs, and going absolutely nuts, trying to figure out exactly what to do. So what is my plan? Well, my plan is to have these guys preset to be able to mine anything. Now, if you're on Windows and you're mining on little rigs or whatever, yeah, you have to set every single little program to do every single little thing, blah, blah, blah. I did Windows when I first started. I actually did NiceHash when I first started just because it was easy to get into. But later on, everything got converted over to Hive OS or some equivalent. That makes things a lot easier, and switching out those flight sheets are pretty good. So what I've done so far is every single one of these rigs has a pre-configured configuration, I guess, I almost stuttered there, to go off of Ethereum and then go on to either Ethereum Classic, go on Ergo, go on Firo, go on Kaspa, go on, what was it? Neoxa, and I'm going to actually set another one up for Alephium and Flux, and basically any coin that can be mined, I'm getting presets made for that. And that's probably a smart thing to do, but you also have to keep in mind that sometimes you have to turn them off. You know, it's just the right thing to do because nothing is profitable. Hopefully we actually don't have to experience that. We might be switching algorithms quite a lot, but shouldn't have to do all that much. Now, in terms of other things going on, you know, what should we be buying? What should we be selling? And I hate repeating this, but I'm going to say it one time and one time only. Nothing I do is financial advice. If you follow what I say and you win, great. If you follow what I say and you lose miserably, that's on you. I hate that YouTube videos make you have to say that for some legal crap or whatever. But anyways, not financial advisor. Keep that in mind. All right, so what should we be doing right here, right now? Should we hodl? Should we hold all the coins and wait for a pop or whatever? That's not necessarily a bad idea. What about grabbing a bunch of altcoins? You know, that's kind of actually what I ended up doing. I ended up buying, well, I pre-mined a long time ago some Ergo, I got some Firo, I got some Flux, I got a little bit of everything. Recently, I grabbed, you know, a good chunk of Kaspa, even some Neoxa. I actually was dual mining Alephium for a little while there, so I had a little chunk of that. And basically, a little bit of anything that can be mined, be it GPUs. I'm feeling like you're going to see some kind of spike. It might only last a day, a couple of days, maybe like an hour or something. So it's like earlier today. For a short time, maybe a 2 to 3 hour window, Ergo was more profitable to mine than Ethereum. Ergo had a nice little pop, and as of this video, when I'm recording it, it's still on that bit of a pop. So you're going to see the Wild West of crypto crap coming up. That's what it's going to be. There's going to be so many different coins going up and down and whatever. People trying to figure out what hash rate goes where. Like, you know, this rig might be on Ergo, that one might be on Flux, that one down there, that one I might just turn off because that's a power hog. It's like 3,000 watts on Ethereum. It's ridiculous. And it's what I'm trying to say is every single coin is going to start having fluctuations. It's going to have ups and downs. You know, some of them might just outright crash. Some of them might go to the moon, whatever the heck, you know. Don't believe all the hype, guys. So what I'm trying to do, like I said, is just get a little bit of everything, right? That way, I pretty much have a feeling if you get a little bit of everything, or at least I'm hoping, because this is what I've done, is that it'll either kind of remain steady or will trickle up because all that hash rate and difficulty increases and everything going all over the place and all the hype and all the money going everywhere. Something got to go somewhere. And speaking of money, there's a couple things I bought. All right, so first thing is first, this is kind of first, but this is a server rack, a 27U server rack. Why the heck do I have this thing here? Why is it empty? And why am I about to roll it into the bathroom? Okay, we're not going into the bathroom. That's fine. I mean, every once in a while when the rigs go down, I do want to take a SHI you know what, but you know, it's beside the point. I could use this as a gate. You got to pay to get through, whatever. I have a plan to get some jazz miners. And some of you might know what those are, some of you might not. Jazz miners are incredibly efficient Ethereum miners. Yeah, it sounds like the best thing in the world to buy right now when Ethereum's going away, right? Hear me out a little bit on this. Some of those ASICs that I was buying, and I will do a more comprehensive video and review on these guys. This guy here is one of those iPollo V1 Mini, whatever the heck. This is the gold edition. This does 300 hash on Ethereum for only 240 watts. Ultra crazy efficient. But the jazz miners are even more efficient. And the thing with these guys is they can go to Ethereum Classic. I tried to crunch a few numbers and I'm like, okay, if Ethereum Classic kind of profitability stays right where it is right now, it's not terribly profitable, at least not as of recording this video. Like you could spend $90 on electricity and eke out $1 profit. I mean, it's not very good, regardless of what rigs or what I try to put on. But the iPollos and the jazz miners are actually doing relatively well because they're so efficient and they use so little power. Now, my power rate here is something like 16.5 cents per kilowatt hour, something weird like that. But I always overestimate it. I always bump it up, and I've been using 18 cents per kilowatt hour just to kind of give myself that leeway and be like, okay, this looks good, this looks good, this looks good, could be better, we'll see. I always overestimate my power cost because the power company in this area is NIPSCO. NIPSCO is notorious for being absolute ass. Okay, there's no other way to put it. And they don't list the kilowatt hour price. They don't, if you call, they won't tell you the kilowatt hour price. You just have to open up your bill and calculate it yourself. That's how horrible this company is. And oh my God, I hope they do go out of business soon. They were like on the verge at some point of getting bought out. Good riddance, to be honest. The people that work there, though, I've dealt with a few of them. Good guys, but the company itself, not so much. But that little tiny rant over. Ethereum Classic is, in my opinion, going to remain profitable if and only if you can get the ASICs. And there's a few different choices out there. And I will go over that a little bit more comprehensive because, like, you see this one guy here, right? Okay, there's one little iPollo guy here. I got 4 more coming. Okay? There'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, and the 5th one, wherever the heck else. I like the aesthetics. It's got to be even. But there's also newer ones that came out. Plus, you got the jazz miners, which are even more efficient. So it's like a matter of getting those. But the problem is, and this goes out to either, especially Jingle Mining. Jingle Mining has a lot of the jazz miners right now. They are overpriced all to hell right now. They really are. In terms of ROI, return on investment, whenever you buy, whether it be a graphics card or an ASIC, doesn't matter. Ideally, you want something that's within 6 to 8 months for it to pay back. Okay, that's ideal. That's a good deal. If it's 8 to 10 months, that's about average. That's okay, right? 10 to 12 months, well, you're stretching it, but if you got a good price on it, that's pretty good. Anything past 12 months, not so much. Sometimes when I bought a couple of these cards, the calculations were like, okay, it'll pay itself off in 13 to 14 months. And I was like, ooh, I don't know if I should get it. And then I wheel and deal, get it for a little bit of a cheaper price, and that actually ends up working out. The iPollo there, I don't expect that to pay itself off in a while, or any other iPollos, but I'm doing a little bit of speculative mining. Meaning, I'm putting my money where my mouth is again, and trying to get a few of these guys, even though I think they're overpriced, just in hopes that Ethereum Classic does keep the ball rolling. And the cool thing with these little guys, a lot of those ASICs out there are only 5 gigabit. And the 5 gigabit models, they can't do Ethereum anymore, or they're on their way out. They're reduced hash. These guys are 6 gigabytes. There's several those ASICs out there that are 6 gigabytes, and that's kind of what I want to stick with. Unfortunately, the jazz miners are all at currently only 5 gigabit, and that's, let me put it this way. If the jazz miners were 6 gigabit, so it could handle larger DAG file size, I would have probably bought some already. But since they're not, I'm holding off and I'm trying to wait for the price to come back down. And it's come down a tad bit since I made that decision, but not enough to warrant buying them just yet. But I'm prepared. I'm very prepared. I got the server rack here ready to go. I've got multiple PDUs. I got this long boy right here that I keep tripping over when I'm doing the video here. And I even bought another 24-port gigabit switch. This guy's ready to go inside of it. This is the second one I got. I got one here and one sitting right over there. Oh, man. So there's an awful lot going on, but, how about we go inside, check a few websites, and take a look at some of those other altcoins. Basically, anything that's not Bitcoin or Ethereum is basically considered an altcoin, more or less. So, let's go take a look at a few of them.
So, pardon the ever so slightly greasy look. I've been sweating like mad out there in the mine, and part of the day it was like 96 degrees, the other part of the day 84 degrees. It changed all day depending on what I was mining and the time of day. It was all kind of stupid. But anyways, right here, this is the farm. This is what is all mining on Ethereum. And what I decided to do was go through and go to every single one of these rigs. And so far I've configured, let's see, Neoxa, Firo, Ergo, Ethereum Classic for my 4 altcoins. I'm starting to work, hopefully tomorrow, on Alephium and some other ones, just so I can have them ready to go and just be like, okay, this is the coin to go with. Click a button, I'm there. This is the coin with to go the next day. All right, click a button and I'm there. Really good idea to have these kind of already set and ready to go, so that way at the last moment, all of a sudden one coin takes off. You're not sitting there panicking, being like, oh, I need to reconfigure all my stuff to go here. Get configurations ready to go. Get them ready to go now. Because, let's see, what's a good one to do? The water rig, the water cooled rig. All right. As you can see, temperatures are not so good. It's hot out. It's crap. A lot of them are thermal throttling, but it also takes up 2,900 watts. That's a lot of watts. Let's go ahead and go to the flight sheet. Go to Ergo. Top of there, it has updated, saved all my clock settings, which I love this. Every single clock setting is just like that. Granted, I haven't gone through and fine-tuned any of them yet. I'm going to wait a little while until Ethereum's actually gone, so I'm not wasting my time, and I'll go through and I'll fine-tune and tweak. But these things, they run pretty good. I gotta leave it there. Where's my real refresh? It goes over here sometimes. It's weird. So I'll let that kind of switch over and do its thing. And here's what I was mentioning earlier. Now, right now it's not up there, and if you guys use what to mine, if you're not using what to mine, what the heck you doing with the what to mine? You don't know what to mine, go to what to mine so you know what to mine. Simple. That was really simple. Anyways, I go here multiple times a day, and Ergo, as you can see, is a profit of $73.26 after electricity. I put in 18 cents. And kind of manually put in, well, I had it up here, but I tweaked a few of the things in here to kind of more accurately represent what my actual hash rates are and everything. Right now in Ethereum, I'm just shy of 80 bucks. Okay, we've seen a lot better days, Call Pow, I don't know why what to mine does this, because it's dumb. That is a very energy intensive algorithm, and for a while it was doing good. It's still doing profitable, it's good. But not as profitable as this. It uses less electricity, overall, more money. I like Ergo. If there's any of the altcoins that I really want to take off, is Ergo. Why? It takes significantly less power. There's going to be a lot less heat in the mine. It's going to be easier to manage. I could add more stuff to the same circuits, assuming I'm not moving other things around and mining other stuff. If Ergo became king afterwards, I'd be very happy. I'd be very happy. If Ethereum Classic does it, that'd be cool too. But here's what I mentioned about Ethereum Classic. Let's scroll down here. $86 in electricity a day, $2.68 profit. Not worth it at all. That is awful. That is beyond awful. Okay, so let's go to what to mine again. And let's see. I'm just going to put in that stupid little iPollo I got, right? 300 hash. 40 watts, calculate that out, and everything went to crap. What happened? Okay, apparently don't want to work today. Look at this. Apparently what to mine just arbitrarily took an absolute crap. Everything is zero. Okay, it's official, guys. Crypto is worthless. Run. It would help if I actually filled out Ethereum Classic too. You know, I mean, that's my mistake. I know I was a little panicky, but anyways, $2.42 a day off 300 hash. $3.45. So that's like $1 a day to run the thing. Earn $2.42. That's not bad. And you know, if I got a whole bunch of them sitting around, I was like, hey, great, okay, we're making money. We're still going to make money. We'll make money after the merge. That'll be really awesome. But the cost of the miner is absolute garbage. Let's see, where is my calculator? See, calculator. There's an app for that. All right. The cost of that iPollo was $22.99. Let's say. I think I got a little bit of a discount, so I paid a little less, but that's the regular retail for the specific one that I got, the gold one. And let's see, we divide that by $2.42. About 3 years to pay off. 3 years, including electricity. That's horrible. That is atrocious. But at the same time, you're kind of doing a little bit of spec mining. The good thing is this thing will mine to like 2031. The one that I have is a 6 gigabit, so it'll mine to like 2031, maybe 2032. That's a really long way. So if you're looking like really long term, I guess that's okay, but you know, difficulty up, all that stuff. So chances are this is not a good buy. But if you're spec mining, could be the Ethereum Classic gets that nice price boost. Maybe not as many people go to mine it as you think, so maybe the profitability could go up. But you know, if it's $22.99 and let's say you make $4 a day, still almost 2 years. It's a little more tolerable, right? $4 a day for one of those things, I don't necessarily complain at this point. So getting the jazz miners, let's take a look at one of those jazz miners. Okay, I like these things. They supposedly 520 hash at still 240. You know, the old iPollos might be 280. I'm gonna have to double check, but these guys 520 hash at it might be 280. You know what? 240 or 280, it's one of the two. Let's go with the higher number just to see. $2.41. How? Oh, we use it because we raise the wattage a little bit. So it's about the same. But the problem is those jazz miners, why do I do this? Put it in the right field. I am not used to this. Okay. $4.76. Okay. Let's pull up our calculator app again that we have trouble using. And those jazz miners, I believe, are, what was it? Last time I checked, I think 4299. It might be just under that, but let's go ahead and go with that because I know that was the price like maybe a week or two ago. Divide that by 476. A little less than 3 years. Those Ethereum miners are just not worth the price. I mean, they're good, they're quality, they hash very efficiently, but they're very, very overpriced right now. So, you know, I really, like, a big part of me wants to pull the trigger and get these things. But the problem is, I don't want to wait 3 years for it to ROI. That's really dumb. So, back off of that. I'll go into more detail on those when my other iPollos come in, and I'll do a little bit more of an in-depth review there. But let's see, let's go back to this. What are we doing here? We are now on Ergo with this rig. Instead of power consumption of 3,000 watts, it's now 2.381, 2,381. We are at 2.68 gigahash on Ergo. 4 minutes ago, we lost a whatchamacallit, so I'm going to have to keep an eye on that, but probably wasn't even talking that long. This is Ergo's the one that I really want it to work. I really want this to work. I want Ergo to work so bad. Just because it's the seemingly best energy efficient algorithm out there. Our energy costs will go down. That's like the main thing. That's the only thing. Energy down, the less watts you use, the less heat you produce, that's easier to manage. Life is easier with Ergo, and I'm really hoping that this takes off. But there's other coins, you know, there's Firo. Firo was hyped for a little while there. And the thing I like about Firos, you know, they have the master nodes. If you have 1,000 Firo, you can have yourself a master node, yippee skippy. And, you know, I do have a master node, and it makes like half a Firo a day, which is pretty much worthless. but it's something. It's better than just sitting in a wallet not doing anything, right? It's a little something. And then you got Flux, which I am really keen on, and I really want this to take off. And truth be told, I actually made a prediction a while back when this thing was like 44 cents. I was like, dude, I was telling people, I was like, dude, in like a week, 2 weeks or less or whatever, it's going to at least double. It's probably going to hit $1. I need to get in on this. And due to life's circumstances, I was too late to be able to invest, and things out of my control. And I could have, the money I had coming in, I could have put in and doubled, which was my plan, but I couldn't do it because they wouldn't give me my money. Give me my money. Oh, geez, that's what we're all going to be saying when the merge happens. Give me my money. And don't give me a power bill. Like, share, subscribe, hit that notification button, guys. So, moral of the story is essentially, you guys need to prep for the future. Get other flight sheets ready. If you're on Hive OS or whatever operating system you have, get stuff ready to where you can just click a button, get over to that algorithm, toy with them a little bit, do what you got to do. Yes, you're going to have some downtime on your rigs from Ethereum or whatever it is that you're mining to get that money, but it could serve you a lot of panic and trouble in the future. And if you're looking to buy any of those Ethereum Classic ASICs, part of me wants to say go for it, because I have a feeling that's going to be like really, really good in the long term. But at the current prices right now, I just can't justify it. Catch you in the next video.